So I am here at the close to the fortress of Belgrade, and it's fantastic, beautiful park. Fortress is it's right in front of me, and I'll do a bunch of videos from there. It's really big, but very accessible, right next to the main city center. The commercial district, literally just cross the street and bam, you're in this area, and you can overlook the rivers, the Sava and the Danube that intersect. And really important from a military perspective, you know, over the centuries. This goes back to 3rd century BC. This area, over the centuries, you know, this was the place that you wanted to be if you were looking to protect your city. You know, this was super strategic from a military point of view. I mean, there'll be a lot of people, hopefully in the comments, who understand the strategic importance of being situated right here with the Danube and the Sava intersecting. And there'll be a lot of locals, hopefully from Serbia, who will also explain the significance of having this fortress in this position. I mean, 3rd century BC, you know, it's just incredible, the history in this specific area. And once again, it is super accessible. I mean, it's literally, you're like in the commercial district, and then you just cross over one street and bam, you're here. And I thought I would do a quick video, and I'll do a lot of videos from here because it's beautiful, but I thought I would do a quick video to just talk about what's going on in the UK and France with the military of defense in the UK coming out with a paper saying that they're going to start sifting through all the social media accounts of citizens and the population. And take a look here. So they're going to sift through all the social media accounts of all their citizens so that they can find, you know, stuff about people that have that are against the jab, and talking about finding conspiracy theorists, and just basically combing through social media posts and trying to minority report. You know, the movie Minority Report, trying to single out people that could be a threat in the future, right? And this is a paper from the UK Ministry of Defense. Absolutely terrifying stuff. But you know, if this was in a paper, you know that they've been planning this for a long time. You know that they're just itching to get into everybody's social media account, to legalize it, right? They don't want to hide it anymore because, you know, they're already doing this, but they're doing this in secret. And you know that FB and Twitter, you know, they're sharing everything with the UK Ministry of Defense and the GCHQ and MI6 and all these institutions, right? All these multi-lettered institutions. Let me sit right here. But you know, they're already doing this, but now they're going to legalize it. Now they're just going to they're going to codify it. That's the word that I'm looking for. They're going to kind of, you know, just put it into the books, and then just get people accustomed to it, right? Just throw it out there. Get the media to start doing reports on how the Ministry of Defense is going after these evil conspiracy theorists and how they're cracking down on misinformation and all that stuff. And they're just trying to make it commonplace. So I thought that was really scary, but really interesting, what's going on in the UK. And the next story I just want to briefly discuss is Macron, Emperor Macron. Macron has already created a board of, I think, 12 people or 15 people in France, a Ministry of Truth board. Macron has just gone out and done it. A Ministry of Truth board. So he's stacked this thing up, this panel, he stacked it up with like academics and experts in the field of conspiracy theory, activists, academics, all these types of people, right? And they're going to basically just kind of go through articles and go through news items and companies that are publishing news and all these things, and decide if this stuff is true or not, and if the public should be exposed to this stuff. Like a real ministry of truth. Macron has just gone out and done it. This is, I'm telling you, this is just peak insanity, peak clown world. But you know, the French people are going to push back, and I suspect that the people in the UK aren't going to like it either. They're not going to like the Ministry of Defense going through their Facebook, or at least openly admitting to going through their Facebook and their Twitter and their social media. I mean, they're doing it already, but you know, the next step in all of this is, of course, once France or the UK, once they go through this stuff and they say, you know, this is conspiracy theory and this is misinformation and this guy posted that, the next step is, well, arrests, obviously. Punishment, that's the next step. And eventually to train the people, to train the population to self-censor, to censor themselves. Don't share articles that you think might get you in trouble. Don't post things that you think might get you in trouble. If the mainstream media or government calls something a conspiracy theory, well, then it's verboten. It's done. You can't talk about it anymore. It gets buried right away. So you don't even need these censorship mechanisms. People will self-censor themselves, and the media will decide what's right to talk about and what's wrong. That's how they're going to work the system. Scary, scary stuff, man. Just really scary. My God. What's happening to the world? What is happening to the world? But not everywhere in the world. You know, hopefully there'll be places that will resist all of this. I think there will be. Maybe the West is kind of going through a phase where it's lost, and maybe we have to look towards the East. I guess that's the trend now. The West is just self-destructing. It's sad. It's sad to watch, but it is what it is. I guess this happens. This is history. All right. I don't have anything else to say. I'm just kind of enjoying the view, and I'll get to editing this video. I'll get it up, and let me know your thoughts. Anyone that wants to talk about this specific area that I am right now, the fortress, please throw your comments down below. I'll do a lot of videos from here. And people in the UK and people in France, how do you feel about this? I mean, we all know that they're already doing this. They're already going through our stuff in social media. But you know that they're announcing all of this stuff, and they're creating these Ministry of Truth panels, and the Ministry of Defense in the UK is kind of throwing this out there because they want to make it mainstream. They want to inject it into society. They don't want to hide it anymore, and the next step is arrests, fines, arrests, all kinds of stuff, you know. Get us to self-censor. That's their goal. Get us to self-censor. You know, the struggle session that they want to put us all into, struggling with ourselves in order to muzzle ourselves, muzzle our ideas, our thoughts, our comments. Conspiracy theory, which is really conspiracy fact, the way things go. I wonder if they follow their own rules, if they're going to lock up everybody at CNN, MSNBC, or the BBC for all of the lies that they've told and all the misinformation that they've told. Probably not. Anyway, all right, everybody, that is the video, theduran.locals.com. Check us out there. That is a place where we are not censored, and the new media sites were also not censored, which is BitChute, ODYSEE, Rumble, and SuperU. Free speech, new media platforms. Check us out there as well. And God, I need my sunglasses. And go to the Duran shop, 10% off. Use the code REALNEWS. You'll find that linked down below. Take care.